From the smiling office of Haley Shepard, we're here for the title match of today's JBT event. Red hot Josh Carney taking on top seed Christian Cruz. Josh has roared through the 2 matches in the stepladder to this point, but he's got his hands full against Cruz, who is red hot himself, and he'd love to tilt that 7-pin over, but it doesn't happen. He's got to beat Christian by 1 pin to tie, 2 pins to win, and Josh has a double and 1 open through the first 5.5 frames.
What are we gonna eat?
Christian clean with a double and a triple. So Cruz comfortably in control right now. You knew I was going to say that at some point. But Josh has got some frames left to make it up. They're right, the scratch title match just getting started. Kevin Benag taking on Garrett Lee in today's finale. We'll talk more about him in a second. Josh making his 3rd consecutive top 4 appearance. Will he catch a break this time on the 7? No, 2 wobbly 7s since we started the camera. 295 to 251 with pins over Emily Cheeseman in round 1. 253 to 241 over Haley Shepard in round 2. So, so all 4 finalists have bowled really well so far. That 7-pin wasn't particularly close. He'll have to shake it up in the last 3 frames. And he's going to need Cruz to come back to him. Christian has been spectacular all day, qualifying first at plus 287. That's for 7 games, not 8. So we used our sprint format to get out of the way before some other sporting event happening later today between 2 terrible teams. Sorry, LA. That's how I feel. Let's see if he can make his 2nd triple of the match. Yeah, you bet. Boy, it just looks comfortable and relaxed, and not like it's his first title match at all. See how the Jack wins? No Jack wins either. Well, why does he look so calm? What is the explanation for this, you two?
We do not know.
You have no idea?
Me and him specifically practice match play.
Well, that's a great practice strategy, actually. It helps. So it's not so foreign a situation when you get to it. Things are rolling, and his turn to leave a 7 that doesn't quite break up. This is Buddy Trenton to my left, who just squeezed into the cut today. Tough format to just be the cut. There's not a lot of time to make up ground from there. A couple different faces in the finals all over the place today. Elias O'Halloran made his first scratch top 4. Finished 2nd in U17. Kyler Orozco, that was his first U17. Caitlin Abagania with her 8 millionth girls scratch win, beating Cheeseman this time. First mistake from Cruz here as he misses in the 8th frame. Carney has to step on the gas right now. Pretty much has to go off the sheet to make this interesting. Obviously from the scores he's been putting up, he's capable of doing so. Standard house type shot, puddle of oil in the middle, a lot of friction on the edge, so he's standing right and throwing left, and gets them all to tilt there. All right. That was step 1. Step 2 involves 10 more down right here. Josh went from relative obscurity to this right at the top of the point standings with these 3 big finishes. He wants a title to go with all of it. Yeah, you bet. Double. Well, just what we ordered there to stay alive. The best Carney can do, though, is max out for 212. Christian still stays clean for 220. So 2 spares will still win. You have a question, yes.
Okay. Is there a record on how many girls' scratch titles are won a season?
There is, and I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'm thinking Adele at about 15.
15?
In that area.
7 more.
7 more, that a girl. There you go. Oh, man! 2nd huge break of the title match. He got a big break before we started recording, and there crashes through the head pin. Could have left anything. Should have perhaps left the 4-7, and something comes flying over and annihilates him. That is a giant break because that was a questionable spare for him. Now any mark in the 10th will do it. What will 9 out do? 213. And Josh has got to win by a pin. So 9 pins on 2 balls, I think, is actually enough. What a break for Cruz in the 9th. Good heavens. And saws the rack. The 10 last to go. There's a brand new JBT champ. He done did it.
Dang.
Is that your commentary? Dang. I'm here trying to use all these big flowery words and you just go, dang. That's much easier. I'm going to try that. Kind of nice when the top seed wins. You know, they kind of earned it once. They got to earn it a second time in the step ladder format. But
Okay.
does not matter. He'll be in the 230 scratch. And geez, every game in the handicap finals has been huge by all the bowlers. This one will be 260 something after pins. Nicely done. Great stuff, Christian. Well, for Josh, this streak has come with everything but a title. Maybe Lee will continue it next time. Maybe let's just anger him even more. Must get title. Shows you how hard it is to win, as well as he's bowling. Still looking for that first win. It'll come. Boy, just no breaks on the 7 when his opponent got a couple of them. Just about the difference in the match. Benag in trouble as the top seed over there as Lee has run the front 5. It's a necessary double for him. We'll talk about that in just a second. Much better attempt on the spare. I bet you this shot's going to strike. Fill ball always strikes, and it doesn't matter. And there's no doubt on my mind that Josh is getting a strike. I don't even know why I'm bothering recording it, because I know he's getting a strike. I might as well just go type it in. This is going to be a strike. See? Free time. Excellent job out of the handicap finalists. Let's hope we have an exciting stretch finish to come here as well. Josh's face about tells it all right now. Well, fine. So what did you shoot? 191, 210, and 250 some odd. So you shot 680-ish?
I could have saved it.
It's still not enough.
Could have saved it.
Tough crowd, tell you what. All right, let's flip on over to scratch here where we got Kevin and Garrett going at it. Kevin's in trouble after a double in the 4th and 5th. He's left this 5-pin here in the 6th, and that's trouble because there's his opponent's perfectly pretty score sheet. Garrett Lee, a winner last session in Oceanside, looking to win for the 2nd time in as many weekends. 2nd time in as many Sundays, if you can pull it off here. 2-time champ, that win that we just mentioned, and also Vegas Open a couple summers ago. While Benag's last win, I think according to Kevin, was 1908. Thank you, sir. Good job. There's brand new Tyseat. Did you see him? You were getting camera time and you knew it. Garrett for 6. Oh, I thought that was going to fall. Thought he had 2 pockets going. It was only 1. String ends at 5, but he can spare up that measly little 9-pin and have himself a commanding 42-pin lead halfway through. But it's only fair that we don't give him his ball back when he's leading by that much. We shouldn't allow him to keep throwing the same ball. See that pin blocking that ball down there? Poor Garrett's going to get his own ball return. No one's going to run back there and tell him. Boy, icing the kicker and making the kicker do the work. That's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. Got to figure out the lane. There we go.
100 feet to the desk.
Yeah, there we go. He's going to have to think about it now. Dang it, why didn't I just get the strike the first time? Shoot. Ridiculous. To do all my own work around here while a stupid director handles the camera. Just absolutely ridiculous. I have to go through this turn. Sorry. Big thanks to Norris and the whole team here at Canyon for hosting us. We'll be back at Canyon, but this is it for Norris. He will head off into the sunset of retirement. We wish him well. And we will be back Super Bowl weekend next year. Garrett's ball will be back Super Bowl weekend next year, perhaps. Find out. Hopefully we'll have better teams playing in the Super Bowl next year than those stinking Deflatriots and those stinking Rams. Yes, I said it, LA. Did not make many points with the locals this weekend saying stinking Rams. The fact is they are stinking Rams. You're nasty, Alexis. They're gross. Nice job, the spare from Garrett. Garrett and Kevin both do this weird thing that in the scratch position. They put their thumbs in the ball. What an extraordinary adjustment by those two. But two very different styles aside of that. While Garrett is the prototypical power player, Kevin very down and in. Served him very well today. The top seed with a great sprint round of games of 240 and 250 something to capture that top seed. Garrett stand left, throw right, catching up to that oil to hold on, and it does not hold on. Goodness. A glimmer of hope for the man of many A's. I lost my tripod. They have a makeshift tripod over here, as you can see. Probably a lot more stable in my hand, so. Garrett should just take the 2 out of this and move right along, still comfortably ahead. If Benag has any hope of winning this match, he's got to put together strikes here in the 7th and the 8th. Still does have room for 230, so not done. Has to find that look that he's had most of the day to make this happen. Close. Yeah, nice shot, Kevin. Yeah, nice reaction. I like that. Kevin's got to pump himself back up here. You don't get that many chances for JBT titles. He's well aware of that. I like everything about that last shot there. He should do the same thing if he gets this shot. Let Garrett know, hey, I'm still around, man. Just going to take a little extra time here, too. Gather his wits. Cut his hair. Oh, wait, he can't do that right now. Anthony Shannon's called mop around here, and Kevin said his hair's a mop, so I can talk about it. Mandatory shot for him. Get that down. Yes, it does. Gets the old 5-7 light hit tickler to fall down here, and he is in this match. Very much. Interesting that they're playing almost right on top of each other on the lane, even though their rev rates are vastly different. Shows you there's a clear place on the lane in order to score. Garrett more rev rate, but also more side roll and more ball speed. They're both trying to get to roughly the same break point. Can't do it any better than that. 10 in the pit for Lee. He and his family do a lot of traveling. Obviously, they bowl the JBT tournaments, and that's a YBT champion shirt from up in Northern California he's rocking today. YBT cousins will be happy to see that on camera. Hashtag save Cloverleaf. You could physically hear that ball not pick up as he was flaring over one of the holes. No, and that's his last shot on this frame, on this lane, unless we go to overtime. So he won't have to overthink it. But if he ends up somehow not winning this match, he will definitely look back in that 9th frame. But he's got a good look in the 10th on his what I think is his better lane. Woo! He said hold, and that ball started to pick up. And once it does, his ball's going to turn left, and that had just enough to catch that 2-pin. So Lee is going at a 2:23 pace. He has room for 233. And how quickly bowling changes from out of nowhere. Kevin can sheet here in the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th and actually shut out Garrett before he even throws another shot. And that's amazing given how far behind he was after 5 frames. Yet another key shot for him here in the 9th. It's there. Oh! Just creeped up a pinch high. His reaction tells the story. Had to have that one. That looked really good at 50 feet. And at 57, you're just kind of doing that squeeze of hold, hold, hold. Now 215 is his max, which would force a mark out of Garrett. All right. .215, Garrett would 9 out for 211. So yes, Kevin has to double in the 10th and get a reasonable count on the fill ball to make Lee get any spare of his own, and reasonable count in the 10th. Silence says forward. I'm talking as quietly as I can, and I feel like I'm screaming because nobody else is saying a word. Quiet, Alexis. I had about enough out of you. Give it room. Get down, 10 pin. Ah, man. Trusted the ball out there. Looked like a good shot. Fours and 10s are when you're just pinching it a hair, the pressure of a title match situation. And now Garrett has to not cuss at me or kick Dawson, or that would be bad for him. And he'll wrap up title number 3. Sort of saw a similar pattern yesterday where the bowler who was behind made a noble comeback, but just going to run out of frames to finish the job there. And for once, finally, we are done way before kickoff. We have tried for 16 years to get this tournament done before kickoff. And all we had to do was start at 8:30 in the freaking morning. Let's start at 7 next year. Alexis, calm down. Well, the fill ball will probably strike. Yeah, even that finds a way to strike because it's a fill ball every time. Kevin's frustrated, but a nice round of applause for him, though. He was fantastic all day, especially in the sprint round to get here. But Garrett's front 5 proved to be a little too much to overcome. 7's plenty. There's a 3-time champ. So maybe Garrett is our new Mr. Sunday. He wins at Sunday in Oceanside. He wins on Sunday at Canyon. We hope he still bowls on Saturday. Just give it a shot, you know. But our next Sunday SoCal event is Palos Verdes. We don't go there very often. Maybe he'll make it 3 in a row there. Fair in the 10th. They're allowed to wear that earphone in one ear, by the way. I wonder what it's saying right now. What is his earphone saying?
Nothing.
Nothing at all? All right, there you have it. Last ball of a great weekend here at Canyon. Coach Garrett wins number 3. Nice job out of all of our finalists. We'll do it all over again next week in Tacoma, Washington, back here in SoCal in 3 weeks. We'll see you then.
Show the turtles. It's the turtles that matter.
The turtles are good luck.
Good night, turtles.
Yep.